I stumbled across a very interesting article that I think really is a simple read, and it really does a good job of explaining where we are right now with mortgages and the real estate industry as a whole. As you know, we've heard over the last couple of weeks that rates have dropped almost a full point in the last 2 weeks. So people are wondering, okay, what's that doing to the market? Well, I can tell you right now, it is making the phone ring with buyers. They are getting interested again. We had several, I don't know how many thousands of homes have gone under contract since then, but it's been a significant amount. I can tell just by the amount of phone calls I'm getting and in talking to other agents that it has had a significant impact in getting buyers off the fence, so to speak. The problem we're going to run into, and we're already starting to run into, obviously, is supply again, because what little supply is out there right now is getting bought up by these buyers that are liking these new interest rates. So pretty interesting article. I'll attach a link to it that kind of explains why we're in this situation that we're in. But a few things that really stood out to me. Number one, that 2/3 of current mortgages that are out there right now are under 4%. Okay, so as long as our sellers are sitting there at a rate of 3%, 3.5%, 4%, whatever, and their option is to sell and go find something at 7.5%. They're starting to get down in the sixes, I understand. I just don't feel like sellers are ready to make that move until those rates get closer to the 3 or 4% that they're at. So my personal opinion is we're not going to see a significant rise in inventory until we start seeing rates drop into the 5s. Now, apparently, everything you're hearing out there is that the Feds will drop rates 3 or 4 times in 2024. We're all hoping that happens. And we hope that it has a significant effect on mortgage rates as well, obviously. But that number right there is big. 2/3 of people have a mortgage of 4% or lower. And that's what's keeping sellers frozen in their homes, basically. More than half of the mortgages out there right now were obtained during the pandemic. It's kind of interesting. This is a stat that jumped out at me. If you take what they call the effective mortgage rate, which is around 3.5, 3.6%, and you take that to the mortgage peak that we had at 7.8%, you're taking that mortgage rate versus the effective mortgage rate. People that have mortgages, that's a jump in their payment of over $1,200 a month. So that's what's making these sellers stay where they're at. They're like, why would I, make a move right now and jump my house payment up that much? It's also hurting the millennials and the Gen Zers that are out there. Okay, they right now represent almost 43% of our population is millennials and Gen Z. And yet they only represent 10% of the homeowners out there right now. That's significant. What happened with the Gen Xers and to some extent some of the Gen Zs is they missed the fall in the interest rates that we had during the pandemic. So they've never been able to really get back into this thing. So we're hoping that this drop in rates allows them to get back in it. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. The article has some key takeaways that you can pull out of it, but mortgage applications way down right now, but hopefully they'll start coming up again with these rates dropping. Just a lot of good little tidbits in this article to really get a firm understanding of where we're at in the market. I think we're still in good shape. There's still sellers that want to, most of the sellers that I'm dealing with right now are folks that want to downsize and have a significant amount of equity in their homes. So the rates really don't affect them as much. But for those folks that just want to, sell for what I call sell for the hell of it, of, just getting a bigger home or what have you, or maybe want to move into a different neighborhood, they're kind of stuck right now until these rates come down. So I do think that there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. Things are going to get better. They're definitely going to get better for sellers over the next 6 months. Sellers are going to see their value jump significantly just based on supply and demand, right? If there's not a lot of supply and a lot of buyers for it, that's going to drive prices up. So if you're a buyer, get out there and lock something up as soon as you can. With rates coming down, payments getting a little easier. Just remember, you can always close now and hope for lower rates where you can refinance down the road. But we're months away here, just maybe 6 months away, I think, from getting back into this really strong sellers market where buyers are competing again with multiple offers to get these homes. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. Hope you find the article helpful, and more importantly, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. And if you ever need me, you know where to find me. Enjoy. Have a great night.